Welcome to Telugu Prajala Sakshi TV. I am Swarna. Vastu and Graha Sastra show ki swagatam suswagatam. Today we are going to discuss about Vastu for relationship. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert, Dr. Dipika Sanghi Gupta ji. Namaste Dipika ji, how are you?
Namaste Swarna ji, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So before we begin the show, viewers, if you have any questions and would like to consult Deepika ji, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healing at 732-979-2080, or you can email us at vastusakshtv@gmail.com. Without any further delay, let's start our show. So Deepika ji, we are going to talk about relationships, which is like we're going to talk about in like a series, like, we're going to talk about each and every relation we have, any individual can have in the life, and how to make that work or make it better. Like, first we're going to talk about relation in that vastu and marriage life. That is the most important thing, I guess. Like, compared to other relationships in married life, husband and in-laws, children, like co-sisters, like a lot of people in that lifespan we face. So many relations, so many people, so many different type of situations we have to do and deal with. And today's world, we are seeing both are working. It's like very stressful. Any relationship is stressful. That stress is leading to loss of job, getting divorced, like, depression, bankruptcy, lot of, if we talk about, so many bad things are happening around the world right now. So but at those times, we like to know how vastu can emotionally and mentally get the stability and bring the bonding between them. So let's start talking about more about how vastu can really help them. So please, Deepika, how we can use vastu to get the benefit.
See, Vastu is very important according to the relationship point of view. When we talk about all these Vedic sciences, so see, in Vedic sciences, astrology and Vastu, they are interrelated and they have deep connection. Sometimes what happened that we have some karmic relation or karmic bonding with a person. I can share two examples here. Like sometimes what happened in a birth, we really loved someone very much, right? And we were unable to get logged into a relationship or into a wedding. So the Vedic sciences usually say that whatever desires we manifest in any birth, that comes true. It can be in this birth or in any of the coming births. So whenever we manifest such things, so we the God definitely bless all our desires. So that is why it is said that don't put too much of desires into anything. And sometimes what happened that after a few births we meet that soul, and then at that time we don't feel that connection also. This is the first thing. And the second thing is that sometimes we owe something to someone, and that's why we meet in this birth or in a present or existing birth, and then we have to pay off that karma. That is why it is said that karmic theory or a karmic relationship. So sometimes after doing all the remedies also, we cannot come out of some depressing or what should I say, that hurtful relationships. Like I got a call from a father that was like one thing which has really made me also think like what the world is going through. So the father just want to know the death of the son, that when his death is going to happen. So that is kind of a karmic relationship, because in a husband wife relationship you can get divorced and you can part your ways. But when it's like a relationship between a father and a son, then or like your siblings, that relationship you cannot get rid of those relationships, right? You have to cover those relationships till end, right? Especially a father son, or with your children especially, right? So sometimes we have such relations that are called very very much karmic, and we have to pay off their debt at any cost. So here Vastu and astrology can help you. First of all, if it is a karmic relationship, then they can help you in paying off those debts easily in a comfortable way. And the second thing is that if it is not a karmic relationship, then definitely we can heal those relationships through these holistic sciences.
So, Deepika ji, this is such a, it looks like, it's going to be a very deep topic and very useful topic. So, is there anything simply we can should check at home according to Vastu for more peacefulness and happiness in the house between, especially the relations, between the couple?
See, between the couple, the southwest, if there is any kind of problem in the southwest, or if the southwest is not balanced according to the vastu, then usually the husband wife relationship gets, gets some or the other problem. Sometimes, see, it is there can be many kind of problems between a couple. There can be financial problem, then there can be that the emotions are not shared properly or at the proper time. Then there can be some financial issues among the couple, or there can be some sexual issues. So there are different varieties of like difference of opinion among a couple. So we have to check like what exactly the problem is. Like if the couple will say that we don't share that mental peace with each other, or we can't share the emotions, I'll check the northeast of the house. If they say that they don't share that bonding, then I'll check the southwest. If they say that no, we have all those things but our sexual life is not good, then I'm going to check the northern side of the northwest. So it depends what kind. Sometimes the wife complains that he does not meet my friends, my relatives, and usually the husbands complain that my wife does not get along with my parents or my friends. So at that time I'm going to check the east of the house. So it depends like what kind. Sometimes the wife will complain that the husband is dominating, sometimes the wife is dominating, so I'll check the southeast of the house. So it depends like what kind of a problem the husband and wife is sharing, what kind of a problem they are facing, and according to that we check the direction. So that that's why I always say people don't do vastu by just following reading from here and there, or just following any of the videos, because it's really very deep.
I mean, Deepika ji, just a question, like, do you really think, I mean, up to what extent we can improve the relationship between the couple by doing Vastu?
See, it depends. It can be cured from, let's say, what is the major fight among the couple? What major difference of opinions they share, right? So, if they, and then it also depends on their astrological chart, that what dashas they are going through. Maybe husband and wife both going through the divorce dasha, or maybe they both going through the some separation dasha. So, we have to check that. Apart from that, Vastu can almost heal the relationship up to 60 to 80% among a couple, and which
Oh,
is a big figure, right?
yes, it is. Okay. So, I mean, are there any specific things they should avoid so that they can at least avoid the quarrels? Like, anything do you suggest?
See, usually what I have seen in my experience, that usually husband and wife, they are sharing a bedroom, which is not advisable. I have seen that when I relocate the couple in their house on a better zone or in a better bedroom, then usually they get along much better with each other. Whenever I have seen there is a lot of difference of opinion among a couple, they are sleeping either in the wrong zone, or they have put some negative things in the eastern side of the southeast. And then there is one more thing, it was a very interesting case. I did a vastu of a house, and in the bedroom we were having two zones. We were having southwest also and the southern side of the southwest also. So the on the bed the two zones were coming. So I asked that who is sleeping on which side of the bed. So the person who was sleeping on the southwest was ready to adjust, but the person who was sleeping on the southern side of the southwest was not ready to adjust on any of the topics. So I suggested them, they were having a extra bedroom, I suggested that you guys sleep in that bedroom for some days and you will feel peace and happiness in the marriage. Slowly and slowly the person who was more adamant in the marriage started calming down, and they started adjusting with each other.
Does Vastu can help even relationship with in-laws? I mean, we were talking till now about the couples, right? So,
Yeah.
do you think it can really help with the in-laws too?
Yes, definitely. There is the zone in the house, which is depicts your in-laws, right? So, like in-laws, we have to see the eastern side of the southeast. If that zone is unbalanced according to the Vastu, then usually, the couple face a difference of opinion with the in-laws, or they don't share that bonding with the in-laws. What happens that usually the husbands complain, like my experience says that usually the husbands complain that the wife does not get along with the in-laws. So
Yeah.
the mother-in-law and like in-laws, and especially the mother-in-law, is from the eastern side of the southeast. If that zone is imbalanced, if that zone has negative colors, if that zone has negative elements, then definitely the relationship gets spoiled. So just
Okay.
balancing that relationship brings a lot of harmony, love, and peace in the daughter-in-law and mother-in-law relationship.
So this is going to be really interesting, Deepkaji, to know that relation between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. That's like, I feel like no matter people from which country, which language, which state,
Yeah.
mother-in-law and daughter-in-law are like, very interesting to watch together, actually. So
Yes.
I'd like to know how Vastu can create harmony in between them, like, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law.
See, first of all, see, whatever science we talk, whether it's Vastu, whether it's astrology, whether it's medicine, no, even, or I would say no medicine has been invented where we can give it to a mother-in-law and a daughter-in-law, and if they take it, the relationship becomes good, right? So, first thing that though we are applying these sciences, they brings more wisdom and patience in us, but at the same time, we need to understand. A mother-in-law needs to understand that she has to give space to the daughter-in-law, right? That
Yeah.
they cannot put their rules on the daughter-in-law, right? Everybody has their own choices, everybody has their own likings, dislikings, everything, right? Even we
Yeah.
will become mother-in-law at one point of time, so we have to give space to the other person. We cannot expect the other person to change completely in a day, in a night, right?
Yes.
So, first of all, the mother in laws need to understand this. And then, when the son gets married, they need to understand that, there has to be a space maintained now with the son too, right? That they cannot interfere every now and then. They have to, now the decision will not be among the two people, it's going to be among the three people, right? So,
Yeah.
every mother in law has to understand this. And then, if we talk from the daughter in law perspective, then every daughter in law should understand that they have become old, they need more love, care, and patience, right? See,
Yeah.
the elders don't need money from us. The elders don't need that material life. Mainly the elders, they just need love and care from us. That if we call them once in a day or once in a week and just inquire about their health, they are much more happy, right? So we need to understand those things. Now, Vastu, what it do, that it brings that wisdom, patience, intelligence in you, that how you can then carry these relationships. It's not that Vastu is going to do some magic and then suddenly the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law will be like made for each other kind of thing. No, it brings, when we balance that zone, we bring that wisdom and patience in the person. And then the northeast should always be balanced. If the northeast has toilet, if the northeast has kitchen, then it's really tough to balance those things.
Deepika ji, I know you have told us like a little bit, it's not like being because you told us. It's like you're telling like how practically it can really help us. So
Yeah.
in case of people who doesn't like to follow Vastu, what will happen? Like it's just gonna be end up in a bad way.
No, it's not that if we will not follow Vastu, then something bad will happen. No, it is never the case that if you will not follow something. But yes, if there are flaws in the house, if there is problem in the house, then if you will not follow at that point, then it can bring the disturbances. So Vastu is there to control those disturbances, to heal those disturbances, right? Let's say somebody's, as I said, the in-laws, especially the mother-in-law, is the zone is like the eastern side of the southeast. Now let's say somebody's eastern side of the southeast is imbalanced, it has some problems over there, and still the person is not following the Vastu, then the relationship will not get healed. Then having the difference of opinion, fighting over the small or petty issues will be things of every now and then. It will be a daily story, right? But when you heal that zone, then you can heal the relationship also,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So then you can heal the relationship. So it's never that if a person or if a family is not following Vastu, they will have some bad or it's a bad omen. No, not at all. It is that if any of the zone in the house is disbalanced, so whatever that zone depicts, that will be imbalanced in the in the life or the family.
Okay.
Right? Now, let's
Yes.
say if somebody's north is imbalanced, then they will not get that money opportunity. The family will keep on complaining that though we work hard, everything is good. My manager also, praises me, everything good, but still I don't get that opportunities in the office, which my colleagues get. Right? So it is
Yeah.
something like that, that once you do the Vastu, you heal that zone, then you will have the good results regarding that. Otherwise, you will keep on cribbing or you will keep on complaining that this does not happen in my family or in my house.
Deepika ji, before we talk more about how it can help us in getting better with the relationships, we have few emails. So I would like to go with some of the questions we got through email.
Yeah, sure.
So we got an email from Sasha. She's saying, Namaste Deepika ji, I heard my kitchen is on west direction, which is not good. But is there any way through Vastu I can do? I cannot change anything in my house. So please help me.
Yes, first of all, not you, nobody can change anything in their house, Sasha. So, see, the kitchen in the West is not that bad. Again, these all are myths, pure myths. So, see, if you have a kitchen in the West, first of all, take this out from your mind that there is something bad in the house. No, it is not at all bad. The kitchen in the West is acceptable. Right, as I said,
Yeah.
the kitchen in the Northeast is not acceptable. So, see what happens when we read all these things on the Vastu, right? On this YouTube gallery or on this, this WhatsApp universities or Google universities, then we don't get the exact idea of the things. And see, when we don't get the exact idea, we put some myths in our mind and heart, and then our subconscious start working accordingly. Oh, I have a kitchen in the West, so that's why this bad is happening with me. This bad is happening, though it's not happening because of that. There must be some other problem. Now, if she would have written in the email what problem she has, I would have told her what is exactly in the house and where it is so that she can heal it. But otherwise, please don't think about that. Kitchen in the West is acceptable. You don't have to do any remedy, and nothing bad in your life, if happening, is because of this kitchen.
Awesome. Okay, I think Ms. Shasha, you got the answer from Deepika ji. Please email us again if you have any more questions. So Deepika ji, we have another email. It's from Mahi from Maryland. She's written like, Namaste Deepika ji. What is the remedy to avoid southwest direction in home Vastu? We have bedroom in the southwest direction, but bed will not be placed in southwest, and there is nothing we can do to move it. Please help us.
Okay, hello Mahi. For like she wants to say that the bedroom is in southwest, but the bed will come in the southern side of southwest.
Yeah.
She wants to say that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so see, if the bedroom in the southwest is best for the couple. If your bed is coming in the southern side of southwest and you cannot do anything, then I would suggest that don't sleep in that room. Use that room, but don't sleep, because if you guys will sleep in the southern side of southwest, then definitely it will drain lot of energy. So once the energy will be drained, then the couples face so many other problems like emotional, physical, mental. So I would say that don't sleep only in that room. Otherwise, use that room. That's okay. Perfectly fine.
Before we go to more emails, Ms. Deepika ji, we can go back to our topic, how we can help use Vastu to get better with the relationships. So if unmarried is there, what is the simple tip to get married according to Vastu?
Why somebody wants to get married?
Maybe
Okay,
they want
so
some partner to be have in the life, Deepika ji. They don't want to get old alone, right?
yeah, no, I'm just kidding. That after marriage again, so many other problems. So that's why I'm
That,
asking.
I totally agree with you, Deepika ji. But I get that even though everybody sees this, everybody knows this, everybody still wants to get married.
still wants to get, no doubt in that. And see, one should get, this is what our culture is. Like, our culture don't say that keep on changing the partners. It's like just stick to one person and then you give, wholeheartedly to that person only. So that is okay, and that should be there. Everybody should have those ethics inside. Marriage problem is there, I would say that the best remedy is keep one, dove, a pair of dove in the southwest zone, but make sure it is southwest only, because usually when the vastu expert, they find the southwest, and according to the layman, a southwest can be have much more difference, like, because an expert will take out the exact point, right? But a layman cannot. So just make sure that you put it in the southwest only. Put a pair of lovebirds or a pair of dove in the southwest corner. This will bring good energy in the life. And the second thing is that, again, sometimes people make their daughter sleep in the northwest, that if they will be in the northwest, they will get married early or quickly. So that should not be done, because see, daughters are not commodities. You don't have to sell them. You want them to get into a good marriage, right?
Yes.
So only the northwest is the thing of commodities, not for the people or a daughter especially. Daughters are like apple of our eyes. They are like the diamonds. So they should get fixed with the right person, right? So
Yeah.
just I would say that don't make them sleep. The person who wants to get married should never sleep in the northwest, and keep a pair of dove birds. And the third thing is that astrology is very important. Sometimes the astrological chart is saying that the person will get late marriage, or the person will have no marriage, so that should be definitely get checked.
Thank you, Deepika ji. So, Deepika ji, I want to ask you, like, after pandemic time, now everyone is trying to get back to their old lives. Like,
Yeah,
now I'm seeing a lot of places, even offices are calling back to, they're opening, everything getting
yeah,
back to normal.
yeah.
So, I'm just wondering how our mindset will be, like, how the thing's going to be. Like after such a 2 to 3 years of long break, when everybody tries to go back to their old life, like, jumping back there. So
Hmm.
how we can do the social connections again with Vastu? Like, any having positive attitude to make more social connections.
See, I would say for the social connections, just check the eastern side of the house. If the eastern side has any problem, then if it is not balanced according to the Vastu, then there are the chances that the person might not be, able to make those social connections. So the eastern side should be always balanced. And the second thing is that, as I have said this time, this thing, I'm again repeating this thing, that whenever I go to the houses, because see, the people are inside their houses for so long, for a year or two, the houses have literally become the storage houses. Like, people have kept so much of things. So just clean the eastern side, not only the eastern, but I would say all the directions. Once the house is clean, you will balance 70 to 80% of the vastu. So
Okay.
a cleaning is very, very much important. Very much. So just, don't block any energies in the eastern side. That will help to create a good balance in the life, and according to the social circle also.
Okay. So, is there anything we can do to keep in the house, or like, do any changes in the house to make everyone happy, Deepika ji? Because, I'm just wondering, like right now, schools are like already been open. Like now people will, I mean, parents will start going to work, kids will go
Hmm,
to school, and it's like such a big change. All that will lead
hmm,
to depression and frustration. Basically,
hmm,
it's hard for everyone to accept that,
hmm, hmm,
again, going back to work and doing a lot of hard work. So,
hmm.
anything else can we do to make the, climate in the house to be happy?
See, first of all, to be happy, you need peace of mind, right?
Yes,
This is the
yes.
most important thing. You need to be patient, you need to have wisdom. So just clean the northeast of the house. If the northeast is clean, then automatically everybody has that wisdom and patience in that when to react and when not to react, and then how you can find happiness in small small things, right? So just clean the northeast of the house. Don't put any garbages there. Don't, if there is a toilet in the northeast, then I would say that shut it completely, and just keep some good good pictures in the northeast, and sit some time for some time in the northeast of the house and meditate, or you can chant some mantras, or you can even just play some bhajans or some spiritual music over there, and sit with that aura and energy, and see whatever we have taken inside our conscious mind because of the pressure of work or relationships, that all gets drained from the body. So that is a good thing. Just sit in the northeast of the house and spend some time there with some spiritual thing, right? Do some kind of spirituality practice over there in the northeast, and one can gain their spiritual, mental, physical and emotional energy.
Okay. So if we are talking about positive energy and stuff, so how can we take away, like, what is the most negative flaw according to Vastu in the house? Like, how can we take that negativity?
See, the most negative flaw, which is not which is beyond getting repaired, or I must say that is the most negative thing in the house, is like having a toilet in the northeast. So that is the thing which cannot be repaired. Those houses are like on the ventilator. So I usually tell people to leave those houses. That is the big one thing. Otherwise, everything is repairable in the Vastu. Everything can be, healed according to the Vastu, and everything can be gained according to the energy level in the Vastu. But this is the one thing which cannot be repaired, and yes, definitely, those houses should not be considered as the good houses.
So, Deepika ji, like we talked earlier, Vastu can help in a lot of relationships, right? With the mother-in-law we talked, and wife and husband we talked. So what about once we are going out, working with your colleagues, like, how we can maintain good relationship with colleagues at work through Vastu?
See, at the work, first of all, we need to see the cabin, like where we are sitting, or at what point we are sitting in our office. And then we need to first, evaluate that. And then we need to balance it, that what are the flaws. And if we need to have a good relationship with the co-workers, again, the southwest should be balanced, the northeast should be balanced, and the east also should be balanced. And then we need the support from the friends, so that they should be there for our in our kith and kin time. So for that, the northwest also should be balanced. So we see what kind of a problems we face with the co-workers, whether they are bringing some politics with us for us, or they don't like us, or there is some other difference of opinion, or we don't share that bonding. So what kind, and according to that we check the direction of the office, that what kind of the problem actually we facing with them.
Okay.
See, Vastu is deep. We cannot say it is like, those are the myths that there are 4 directions: east, west, north, south, and then 4 sub directions: northeast, southwest, and this southeast and northwest. So these were the these are myths. There is too much attached to each direction, and then according to the problem we can heal that direction.
So, Deepika ji, there are some people who run business, right? So they have partners. They need to have trust on each other to run the business smoothly. So how can they do that? Like, how can they still have the bonding and having trust on each other when it comes to the business? And how can they do that with Vastu?
See, to have the trust, again, it is all the mental game, right? That if one is by heart a cheater, then you cannot expect, like a good thing or a good wave or a good energy from the other person. So I would say, first of all, check with whom you are trying to make your partnership. That is the most important thing, right? And then after that, just check each and everything. See, we need the support also from the partner. We need to have a good bond also with the partner. Then with the partnership, we need to make the money also, and that money goes into the right accounts at the right time. We need to see this also. The partnership should give us gains. We have to see this also. So for this, again, east will be checked, west will be checked, northwest will be checked, then southwest will be checked, and the northeast will be checked. That, and sometimes, in the partnership, one partner is working, another is not working at all, right? Though the another one is not a sleeping partner, but still they are not working. So again, the north has to be checked, that why they are not working. The south has to be checked. So again, to have that bonding with your partner, with a business partner, we need to see that what is lacking in the partnership, right?
Yes.
And then according to that, we have to balance the zone.
Okay. Awesome. So thank you so much, Deepika ji. You actually clarified so many questions, and I really looking forward to do the next show again on the same topic, because I really want to know how we can make good relationship with other people. Like, so many other roles which we see every day in our lives. So
Yeah,
I definitely like to talk to you more about this. So once
yeah,
again, thank
sure.
you so much, Deepika ji.
Thank you so much.
So, viewers, if you have to consult Deepika ji, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healing at 732-979-2080, or you can email us at vastusakshiTV@gmail.com. Next week, we will be coming back with the same topic and going to talk about more details about it. So, namaste. You're watching Telugu Prajala Manasakshi, Sakshi TV.